Alright, remember the oil drain plug that we pulled out? That's the hole for it on the right. This is the oil strainer assembly, and pulled that guy out. It takes a series of 6 bolts, 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, 2 in the front to come out. And this is what it looks like when it is disassembled. There's a screen on the bottom, and it actually has, there's a gasket that goes between it and the engine. That's what it looks like there. And then below it, which is what came out first, is a gasket that goes between the main assembly and the screen. And this looks like the pump. So pretty oily, fairly nasty, not horrible, but I will dig into that. Obviously both of the seals need to be replaced whenever you do this, and I do have those. The screen is supposed to be cleaned really good, which I will do, and I'm looking at it now and it doesn't really look horrible, you know, doesn't look terrible. I don't see metal filings, I don't see anything, you know, goopy or sticky. This stuff on the bottom is just from the seal. So I think if I clean this up pretty good, I think we'll be in good shape. So this is interesting. Looks like they double layered the seals for the oil pump assembly. Sometimes you get really lucky by using a razor blade and some carb cleaner and then getting up underneath the gaskets this way and cleaning off all the little bits and pieces. If you keep the blade really nice and smooth against the surface, you can also detect and sometimes even scrape out little imperfections in the aluminum. Don't try to create any new ones though. Alright, all cleaned up and one place back to go. That's the engine. I still left the bottom kind of grungy because I just don't need to clean the whole thing right now. But everything spins and sounds good. I'm not going to take that apart because I'm being kind of lazy right now. I'm going to go ahead and put this coated in a bit of oil back on to here, and then this nice clean screen with all of the rough edges smoothed off and nice and mate worthy here with the seals, the gaskets. Put that gasket on, again coated with a bit of oil, and I'll go ahead and put that back onto the engine. I won't video it just because it's really hard to get the camera up underneath the engine, and just a matter of screwing 6 bolts in. So here's an attempt of a little bit of video from underneath the engine. This is what the mating surface on the bottom of the engine now looks like. I scraped all of that old gasket off. There's like maybe a teeny bit of a layer there still of just residue, but I've felt it over with my fingers again and again and used all manner of carb cleaner and that knife, and I just can't get any more off. So I think we're going to be good. I've also cleaned up inside as much as I can, and that's where this guy is going to go now that I have my gaskets dipped in oil. And that gear here runs up against, I believe, the chain, the cam chain, which double feeds this guy, I think. And the gearing on this looks pretty good. The teeth still look really, really nice. So I think I should be good to go. Well, I got everything all bolted up and found out that one of the bolts actually was missing a washer. So I went ahead and found a washer in my little hell box to put on here. But it turns out the reason why it didn't have a washer is because somebody had substituted the bolt, and the bolt's not long enough for this hole. Without the washer, it just starts to grab, and it'll grab under real light pressure, but if you try to tighten it, it just doesn't have enough thread. See, it's just too wiggly. So I'm going to get another bolt that's the right size.